Hey guys, my name's Anston and I'm from Cupcake Heights. In one of my previous videos, I spoke about a brownie recipe that I found from the early 20th century. So this recipe to me is quite perfect because it does not have the consistency of a fudge-like brownie that we call brownies these days, or a cake-like texture, but it just sits right in the middle, has a cake-like texture, is gooey and moist at the same time. So let's begin. For today's brownie recipe, we have 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, so that's plain flour, with half a teaspoon of baking powder. I've sifted that into a bowl here. 2 lightly beaten eggs, half a cup of roughly chopped walnuts. You can substitute that to any other nut you want, or you can leave the nuts out completely. 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, 1 cup of caster sugar. You can either put 3/4 if you want, if you find 1 cup too sweet. Here I have half a cup of melted dark chocolate and 1/3 cup of butter, unsalted butter. So what I did with this was I put the butter and the chocolate into a bowl and I put it into the microwave for a minute. I took it out after a minute and I stirred it in for around 30 seconds. And if you still want to put it in to the microwave for another 30 seconds, that would be good. That's only if you can see chunks of butter and dark chocolate in your bowl. I have another separate bowl here to mix everything into, and a wooden spoon just to stir. And you can either use a rectangle tin or a square tin, but I would recommend an 8-inch square tin for this recipe. So we'll start off with mixing the egg and sugar. I'm going to put the sugar into a bowl and just mix it through till completely mixed. This is a recipe I'm sure everyone in your family would like, and you can eat it with ice cream or a bit of crème fraiche or just by itself. It's perfect for a really winter night, or any time of the day, I would say. You don't have to mix it for long, probably just for around 30 seconds. You can do it in a mixer if you want, but it's less mess when you just use one bowl for everything. Once that's done, add all your chocolate into it. Now, as I always tell you, make sure you just get everything into your bowl. Now, one of those people who just likes everything in the bowl, not to waste when it comes to baking. Baking is pretty much like science, where you have to make sure you have all your measured ingredients in properly. Now, once you put that in, make sure you mix it thoroughly. You scrape the bottom bit so you don't have any sugar and egg at the bottom. I always just bring it to the side and I try to bring everything together to see if there's anything stuck at the bottom. Once that's done, add all your flour. Vanilla and the walnuts, and mix this again for probably another 30 seconds. Now I would recommend you to actually fold it into the mixture, not beat all that air out. And once that's done, we'll transfer it into our baking tin. So guys, once you've transferred your mixture into your prepared tin, use the back of the spoon or a spatula to flatten the top out. And once that's done, put your brownie mixture into a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for around 20 to 25 minutes. If you have a fan-forced oven, I would say 160 degrees for around 20 minutes. And if it's a conventional oven, at 180 for 20 to 25 minutes. once you've put it in, I would tell you to start taking a look at your brownie mixture from around 20 minutes, because you don't want it to burn around the corners and get really hard. The way you can test your brownie is using a toothpick and putting it into the brownie. If it comes out clean, perfect, take it out. If not, leave it for another 2-3 minutes and take a look again. So guys, once it comes out of your oven, I would recommend you to let it sit for around 5 minutes. And after it has been sitting for 5 minutes, I would recommend you to start cutting it, because you don't want to cut it after it has cooled down, because it would start breaking. So I'm just going to cut it into... It depends on how big you want it. I just want it to be something like a 2 or 3 bite slice. Not something that's massive, because to me it's pretty rich. And also, if you want it to be really dark, you can add more dark chocolate, so probably a cup, I would say, if you want it to be really dark. I'll probably get around, I guess, 20 pieces out of this. Get it, wipe the chocolate off. Just make sure you wipe your knife off after cutting maybe 1 or 2 or 3 lines, so you don't kind of, you know, break into it here and there. Yep, probably around there. Yeah, probably have the corner for someone like me who can... I love corners, so probably have that there. So I hope you enjoyed making the brownie as much as I did, because it's just one of those really nice recipes that you can always go back to whenever you want to. Friends coming over, parties, barbecues, birthdays, anything. Don't forget to leave comments below, subscribe, like, and tell me how it goes, yeah? See you next time. Bye.